9293 for Digital Network Advertising. One last time, Digital Network Advertising, 909-222-9293.
The Legacy. Southern California's KCAA, the #1 talk radio station in the Inland Empire.
You just entered the Gotcha Zone. Line up to the start line and get ready to race with your host, Joe Britt. It's time for Gotcha Racing, live on KCAA 1050.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines and get ready for an action-packed, fun-filled hour of everything a motorhead ever loved or lived. Gotcha Racing with Joe Britt. Welcome to Gotcha Racing. This is Joe Britt.
Hey there, folks. Welcome to another edition of Gotcha Racing. We're in the city of Pasadena, and we're at the Art Center of Design. You know, this cool college where they put out the artists here, the young ones that are coming in the college. Well, they're not young. I say young because of my doggone age, but nevertheless, I've always wanted to attend this college. They put out some of the fantastic cars and artwork, and these are the futures. These are the future artists and designers for the automobile industry here in Pasadena at the Pasadena Arts. It's the Pasadena Art Center of Design. Okay, we happen to be on Royal Parkway right now. What they're doing is they're having a sketch off today. So what that is these kids are going to be, students will be competing, sketching, doing artwork from cars to industrial machinery for the future, and seeing who can come up with the best sketch of the day. And I'm quite sure they'll be rewarded. So we were asked, we were here about a year ago, and we did a live broadcast from the other location that was on the hill to the west, or to the back of me, and that was the main campus. We did a live broadcast from there, and it turned out very well. And they asked us to come back and asked us to be a sponsor. So it's called the Sketch Bro. So I'm gonna hold up this flyer. All right, hold up this flyer so you can see what we're kind of doing here. All right. Okay, this is the sponsor. That's all right there. Okay, so you know, I guess you can say, "Wow, Joe, you made it to the big time." Well, we're trying to earn and scratch out a living. We're trying to do that as best as possible. But let me digress, and let me give you my open, like I always. I come to you a humble man. I come to you a humble man that is a reflection of God's grace and greatness. I come to you a humble man standing on the shoulders of ancestors. Hello, America. Look alive, California. Wake up, Inland Empire, and San Bernardino, and Pasadena, and Los Angeles. For this is your host, Joe Britt, coming to you loud, clear, and strong from the desert to the sea. Broadcasting through KCAA radio. And normally we would be broadcasting through our studio in Rialto, going to the main headquarters, which is KCAA. And then with that, what they'll do is put this signal on 3 different stations: 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM, and that old dog that just won't die. It's died sometimes, but as an engineer, I'm the guy that got to bring it back to life, and that's at 10:50 AM on your AM dial. Okay, so I'm looking at the weather, and it's weird. It's cloudy, and then I can see patches of blue. The sun is playing peekaboo, coming through and whatnot. It's kind of cold this morning, chilly, but nevertheless, we're out, and you see the sun comes out, I get lighter, the sun gets darker, I get darker, but that's the name of the game, no big deal. Okay, so for those of you that are under a rock, those of you that are in a tunnel, those of you that probably cannot get this great transmission of this particular of our show, Gotcha Racing Live. If you have a cell phone, a dumb phone, a home phone, a smartphone, put in these digits, okay? So dial 720-835-3099. 720-835-3099. So what does that do? Well, that'll have you can listen only from there, which is totally cool. So you don't have to chime in. You can just listen if you can't get it on your particular radio dial. Okay, now, if you want to call into the studio and talk to me, you got questions for some of the students here, that number is 909-792-5222. 909-792-5222. Okay? Now, Gotcha Racing. Now, we've been around since '04, and we can be found here. We can be found on YouTube under Gotcha Racing TV, under GRTV Media. We can be found on Facebook under GRTV Media, Gotcha Racing TV, Gotcha Racing. My name, Joe Britt. We can be found on Instagram, and that would be, would be Joe Britt at Instagram. Okay, so you know we're just about all over. Now we have a website, and the website is GRTV. Let me back up. No. Our website is gotcharacing.com and gotcharacingtv.com. Right? If you want to drop us an email and tell us a show that you got going on, or an activity you have going on that you'd like to get coverage on, here it is. Our email is grtv.media@gmail.com. grtv.media@gmail.com. So, let's see. Okay, I've done my little house cleaning. So let me tell you, our schedule has been crazy. Now, last weekend was NASCAR, okay? And we were there for 3 days in Fontana at the NASCAR event. And I tell you, let me tell you, folks, that is really an exciting race to be at. Now, you know they only go left turns, right? For the most part. They have, I think it's about 1 or 2 tracks that they might do a little road racing that's going right and left. But nevertheless, in Fontana, which is our home track, that's the AAA Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, they do left turns. And they do left turns at about 200 miles an hour if they can get up to it. And if the track, the elements in the sky, if it's not too hot, the tires are gripping well, they'll do 200 miles an hour easily in these NASCARs. All right, so last weekend, very exciting. It was the 400 NASCAR Monster 400. So it's a 400-mile race, okay, and it's 200 laps around the track. The track there is 2 miles long, so double that, 400 miles. We started Friday. There, and we had a couple of interviews with some of the top guys like Kyle Busch, Martin Truex, and it went well. And then on Saturday was competition and the Infinity Series, okay, a little lower class than the big guys on Sunday. Sunday was the main event. All right, so let me put this in your mind. You got Kyle Busch. For some reason, when his name was announced at the beginning of the race, he got booze. And these fans, I tell you, they're true fans, man. They don't forgive, and they don't forget sometimes. But nevertheless, they booed him, right? So, last Sunday, Kyle Busch did something absolutely unheard of, in a positive way. So, let me paint this picture for you. So Kyle Busch is leading the race, okay? He's on the pole and he's leading the race. And he's not doing too bad. We're thinking he had about a good 11-second lead on the number 2 car, okay? And I'm thinking around 94, lap 94, if he can keep it just like it is, he is going to be the winner of that race. Now, what's so important for Kyle Busch is if he wins in Fontana, which was last weekend, that would put him at the 200th win of his career. 200, Part 200. So, what happened? Kyle's leading the race. Is looking pretty good. They got a couple yellows. And this guy can really maneuver. And he can really do what needs to be done. It's like a shark in the ocean and going after a big steak, you know. He was relentless. Anyway, around the 95th, 97th mile marker, Kyle had a good lead. Like I said, 11 seconds to 13-second lead on number 2 car. So he comes to the pits. I guess he got really too comfortable coming into the pits, and he left extremely fast. Now, NASCAR's new rule is they have a certain mile an hour that you exit the pits. Well, he and number 11 came in, and they took off. And they exceeded the speed limit. So NASCAR said, no, we don't care. We don't care. Now, I said he was in first place, right? They put him in the back of the lead pack. Now, there's 42 cars, okay? They put him at number 20. Now, when I say there's 42 cars, they put him number 20. Anything after 21, they got lapped once, they got lapped twice, or 3 times. All right. So they put him number 20 and put number 11 that was in back of him, the 21st car. All right. So in order for this guy to win, and all these guys are trying to get that win, and they're hungry, man, especially the lead guys in the front, he'd have to go from 20 to number 1, okay, within 100 miles. Within 100 miles. Let me tell you what he did. This kid, I tell you, this kid can drive, man. So, I tell you, every time he passed the finish line, he was gaining a lap. He was gaining a lap, okay? So, he went from 20, 18, 15. I just couldn't believe, looking at the leaderboard, how he was doing. He made it to number 10. And I'm looking at the clock, and I'm looking at his laps, and I'm going, he's running out of real estate here, man. I don't think he's going to do it. So, I told my partner, which was Christian Road Warrior, he was there filming with me. I said, you know what, man? Not unless something weird happens on the track, there is some kind of a yellow or something happens, I don't think he's going to get that 200. I don't think he's going to win today. Lo and behold, you might say, wow, that's an old Bronco making all that noise. Not bad. Lo and behold, you might say, the luck of the Irish, around the 97th lap or so, after going through the yellow, most of the guys came in to get go-go juice, as I call it. They came in to get fueling, and they came to get fresh new tires. Kyle Busch stayed out. Now remember, he was number 10, or number 8 by now, and he stayed out. Right? Other guys came in. The lead pack came in. The first 8 of the first 7 came in. Well, guess what? He stayed out. He went from 8 to number 3. 8 to 3. I'm going, oh my goodness, how things have changed for this kid. How things have changed. So, what happened for him to come in like that? What happened? Well, I think it was a 97th lap that number 43, which is Bubba Wallace, he's driving for the Richie Petty team. Okay, and he had a blowout. He had a blowout on, let's see, I think it was the one on the 3rd curve. Yeah, on the backside, which would be our northwest side. He had a heck of a blowout on his driver's side front tire, and it was so dramatic it tore off the whole front fender. So he had to, come in to the pits, and when the pits were clear to come in, here come all the guys getting their fuel. Well, as I was saying earlier, Kyle Busch didn't come in. Well, these guys on the track, they have spotters. And the spotters tell the crew chief what's going on. And it's always on camera. It's always on film. They got it set up. It's a chess game. And I tell you, his team played it so freaking well, I take my hat off to him. So, he's number 3 now. He's hot and hungry. He wants to get for that 200. and he wants to get for that win. So what did he do? Let's see here. Don't tell me I have 1 hour. Oh, no, don't tell me. So what did he do? He went from number 3, okay? He went from number 3 to the number 1. And that battle was between Joey Logano and him for number 3. And then it went from a guy named Brett Kowalski for number 2. And that fight was an ongoing battle, back and forth, back and forth. Lo and behold, am I off the air? Lo and behold, there's 2 cars. Okay, I'm going to see if I can try to get this transmission back here. Okay, I guess we're back. Okay, so what happened after that? All right, trying to get this thing established here. Hopefully my man Joe is getting everything for us tied up in the studio. Okay, so we are, I guess we're back online. So let me finish the story. All right, so Kyle Busch was in 8th place. Bubba Wallace, number 43, which is Richard Petty's number, his car, 43, his team, at the northwest track, which is, I think, turn number 3. He had a heck of a blowout. I mean, when I say heck of a blowout, his left front driver tire blew, and it took off his whole front fender, okay? So he had to come into the pits, and the track had to go yellow. No ifs, ands, buts about it, it had to go yellow. Now, as I was saying earlier, it was the luck of the Irishman that this would happen for Kyle Busch. It was weird. It did happen, okay? So, as I was saying, I'm going to repeat because I don't know how much went off the air. Kyle Busch was in 8th place when that happened. He stayed out on the tracks when the pits were open to yellow. Most of the lead pack came in to get fuel. Kyle Busch stayed out. All right? When he stayed out, they pushed him up from the 8th position to number 3. So he has now Joey Logano, number 22, and he has number 11 that he has to, Brett Kowalski, I think it is, that he has to fight. So when the track went green, they went hot again. So the hunt was for the first 3 leaders of the pack who was going to win. Now, by this time, they had about 100 miles, about 100 miles to go, right? So the average speed that day, that Sunday, was about 189 190 miles an hour. So you got the top three kicking that butt. I mean, they're putting a true distance behind number 3. Number 4 car was a good 6 seconds behind. These guys really want that win. So the fight was on number 2. Let's see. It was between Joey Logano and Joey Logano and Kyle Busch. They were going back and forth. I mean, one section, Kyle Busch went high, and then he went low. Joey Logano went high, and then he went low. But I tell you, I don't know what's in that Toyota of Kyle Busch, but that thing was really hauling behind. When I say it was hauling, but I think he had about the fastest car on that track. I don't know what's in that Toyota, man, but whatever the rhythm, whatever they put in there, that rascal can run. No kidding, that rascal can run. Seriously. So he managed to beat Joey Logano, okay? And then he was catching up with Brett. Now, there is real estate that's diminishing. Like I said, now they're at about 140. They're going back and forth. Okay, so at about 150, he's catching up with Brett, and he passes him. He passes the guy for number 1 position. So now Joey Logano passes Brett. So now Joey's a number 2, trying to catch up with Kyle Busch, but no, there was no looking back. Kyle Busch and that Toyota of his did a heck of a job. Just couldn't believe what kind of speed he was doing, you know. And I counted. This is no lie, folks. I counted 8 seconds between Kyle Busch, number 18, Joey Logano, number 22. That win was absolutely phenomenal for Kyle Busch because, well, of course, he won in California, and that makes his 200th win, 200 of his career, and he did it at our home track in California. So the crowd went absolutely nuts. But, like, you know, I said the crowd is kind of fickle, though. You know what I mean? Because earlier, when they introduced him to the crowd, he got booed. But when he became the winner and did that 200 and the people saw what he did, I mean, they could have put him on a chariot and walked him around the track. It was that exciting, and the crowd went absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Now, some of you say, NASCAR. You know, I was one of those guys. I call it a Billy Bob sport, you know. It's a Bubba sport. All those guys, they were hauling bootleg liquor back in the day. They were outrunning the law. They had to get their vehicles together to hold that weight of liquor and also outrun the law. Well, it turned into running bootleg to NASCAR, what you see today. That's why we call it a Billy Bob sport. So it's starting to open up diversity-wise. There's, let's see, one black driver, which is Bubba Wallace. That's a guy that had the blowout. And, you know, they had Dana Patrick. She was running for a couple of years for GoDaddy. So we're starting to open up a little bit. They have, what is his name? What is this Daniel Salazar. And he had his guys out there, and they were drumming, and they were jumping up and down because he's a Mexican favorite, you know, from Mexico. And that's the guy last year. What happened to him? The story. So I'm going to give you a brief history of what happened to Daniel last year. Daniel was on the Subway team, okay, sponsored by Subway. Now, you know, if you're sponsored by these guys, you got to do what they want you to do, man, because that's your bread and butter. So, at one of the races, NASCAR racing, Daniel got with his buddy, another car driver, race car driver, NASCAR driver, and this guy was sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, okay? So, he's sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, so he and Daniel started passing out Dunkin' Donuts. Well, Subway didn't like that too well, because the competition with Subway and Dunkin' Donuts is their breakfast. You know, they both have the same type breakfasts in the morning. And so what happened was this. Subway got highly offended that Daniel would represent Dunkin' Donuts and give out donuts. Well, it hit the papers, it hit the social media, and they got rid of him. They canned him. They don't play. You know, you can only have one master in this game. You can't have two. And whoever pays the bill, you're going to have to dance and tune and be the puppet for the puppet master. And he didn't play by the rules, so they got rid of him. Well, he found another team, another sponsor, and he was not, I don't think he was in the top 10 at the finish. I don't think. Could be wrong. I need to look at my stats. But so you have diversity that is trying to get into NASCAR. And that's what it's going to take, man. It's just not a Billy Bob sport. You got all these guys that got talent of different ethnicities, and they bring with them their whole entire ethnicity. You know what I mean? So, for instance, the Latinos will bring the Latinos, the Irish will bring the Irish, the blacks will bring the blacks, you know, the Mexicans will bring the Mexicans, El Salvadorians will bring their folks. So, if you want to go after that money, and the bottom line is getting paid, okay? The bottom line is getting paid. You want to go after that money, you're going to have to open up the sport and let a lot more diversity come in to NASCAR. And those are my, that's my word, you know? It's my 2 minutes. And hopefully NASCAR would take heed and do this. All right, so we're at the bottom of the hour, and what I'm going to do, why don't you just walk around and show you the different cars that are inside the center here. See in the back of me? Okay. I'm going to go in there and show you what's going on. So, Joe, Pagano, let's go to a commercial break. Let me get ready to set up, walk around, and we can go from there. Hey, folks, this is Joe Britt, coming live from you from Pasadena. We're at the Pasadena Art Center of Design on Arroyo, and a place to be at today. Okay, I'm one of the sponsors, so come on. If you can, come on down before it ends. The competition starts at 1 o'clock. And all these guys are sketching for their lives. They're sketching for a prize here. They're sketching for okay, come on.
Why are you listening to this radio station? Why? When you can host your own radio show. You're listening and you think you can do better? You have a message or a product you want everyone to know about. Host your own radio show. Team up with the area's best radio professionals and let them make you sound like you should be on NBC. KCAA NBC Radio, that is. KCAA produces more than 50 local programs each week on subjects ranging from business and sports to political talk, vegan diets, or even marijuana-related issues. We don't just broadcast on the radio, we broadcast to the world. Online, on TV, on social media, on Facebook. You'll be all over. Imagine what your friends will say. And KCAA reaches over 5 million people on 3 radio stations. Join the staff on 1050 AM, 102.3 FM, and 106.5 FM. NBC Radio. Jump on the KCAA Express. Call 909-793-1065. That's 909-793-1065 and get ready to transmit.
Does your money manager send you an alert when the stock position that you're in goes up or it goes down? Does your brokerage send you an alert to get out of a stock position so you don't lose money? Of course they don't. Here at philsgang.com, we keep all of our members engaged with the stock positions that we recommend. Nobody does that for their clients. Nobody. Go to philsgang.com and become a member to get up-to-the-minute alerts. That's philsgang.com. Stop losing money and start making money with Phil's Gang.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
If you're looking for a full or part-time sales position and you have radio, TV, or print media experience, KCAA has a great opportunity waiting for you that pays the highest commissions in the market. KCAA is the only station in the IE that broadcasts on 3 frequencies, so advertisers receive 3 ads for 1 low rate. This makes KCAA a must-buy for every local business. If you're interested in a sales position with us, email CEO@kcaaradio.com.
Yeah, I'm good. Okay, folks, so we are live, and I am inside the Pasadena Art Center, and this is of design. And what you see here is a McLaren. This is about $1 million automobile, and if you look, you see, look at that. It's carbon fiber, the whole doggone car. That's $1 million right there, folks. Isn't that cool? And that is a McLaren, man. And the whole body, look at that. The whole body is carbon fiber. Yeah, that's easy, $1 million. Beautiful car. And as I turn this way, what is it, a Morgan? Man, that is totally cool. That is totally cool. So wow, that's a beautiful car. Look at that. So what I'm here, I am a sponsor for this event. It is called the Sketch Brawl, and what it is, here at the college, these kids are getting together and they are sketching and fighting for a position of number 1. This is a cool, pretty car. I saw this at the LA Auto Show. Okay, so let's go outside. Let's see if I can get some of these guys. Now, also, they're having a car show here, right? So let's see if we can get some of the students, maybe, and see what they're all about. Oh, there goes that Bronco that's making that noise. There's a Mustang over there, and this is one of the older Lamborghinis. License plates are from Oregon. I wonder if you made the trip down, or if that's a Trailer Queen. Has a magnesium wheels on it. Okay, and here is a '66 Mustang. All right. Let's got it up. Me. So, folks, I'm with one of the guys who put this together. All right, I'm gonna put you on blast, man. Let me turn it around. Where are we? Okay.
Hey.
What do we got here?
My name is Ming Williams. I come from the Art Center College of Design. I started a club here on campus called the Gearhead Society, and we found the need to really reach out to the aftermarket community and the young industrial designers of today, and to introduce this event to serve that audience. So here we have a sketch brawl going on. A lot of our student designers, one recent graduate, even Art Center at Night, they're welcome to compete. And we got all these beautiful cars all across the board. Students are coming from entertainment design, product design, all over the board, just to come out, have a great day, and enjoy this beautiful weather.
So they're sketching for what?
They're sketching for bragging rights. They're sketching for trophies and prizes. We have 6 classes at Art Center at Night and Art Center for Teens to give out today, as well as the 3 trophies that we made from parts from the salvage yard. NRG was graceful enough to give us a steering wheel to give out to as a prize.
Show me the steering wheel.
Check that out. Doesn't get any more LA than that right there.
A little bling bling, huh?
A little bling bling. That's a prize.
Okay, and that's number what prize? Which one? 1, 2, or?
So we're only going to have first places here. There's 3 separate sketch rounds, and one person can win each one. These are non-elimination rounds, so people can come and enjoy and try again and keep going. Because, we're all winners in the end of this. as long as we're having a great day and having a good time, everything's going to be all right. And we have Curve Industries donated a driven book and an H-point book. So this is one of the textbooks that we usually have for our classes. A really great book. And we learn a lot from it on how to build a car and put in the framework and all that kind of stuff.
Dude, I need one of those.
Yes.
How can I get one of those? How can I get one of those?
They're here in the student store.
I gotta pay for it, huh?
Or you can buy it on or you can compete. And then this book has been sold out for a while. You can't really get this anywhere. Come on. Vehicles by upcoming car designers.
Oh, I need that. Where can I get that? Here too? But it's all out.
You can't really get anywhere. Until they go out and make some more. These are sold out everywhere.
Okay, now you said so I can compete with this. I can compete. Okay. No kidding. So I could sketch my future automobile. I did my first one.
There you go.
I sketched it. No kidding.
You bring it.
I want that book, man.
You want the book? I want the book too.
So tell me, I was here just to broadcast, but now I'm interested in getting that book. So what do I have to do in order to get that book?
Sketch, practice, put some lines on paper, and make the forms and shapes beautiful.
Really. No kidding. So, you know what, folks? I just might do that. I just might become one of the students here and put my artwork to work.
Absolutely.
Now I got some on my screen, but nevertheless, no big deal. So, okay, I'll go ahead and do that. But for right now, I'm going to go to the parking lot and look at the cars. See the cars over there, guys?
All right. Enjoy.
All right. So thank you very much, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, so I want that book. So let's go to the parking lot and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Right, so I'm looking at Porsche, a 2002 Beamer, a GT3 Porsche, a ZR 350Z in the red. Okay. And look at that rascal there from Ontario, Canada. That is. Looks like it's from that movie that was on a little while back that got canceled.
Oh boy, exactly. That's what you said.
Wow. Look at that. How about that? I like that look. All right. We'll see, folks. Wow, now look at this one here. Look at the wheels on that rascal, how it sticks out. Now, of course, these are airbags. There's no way that it is not airbags, but man, look at that. Deep dish. Oh, this is one of those VIP cars that the guys put together. Okay, a little look on the inside. With champagne, with a Hennessy in the back. You know, this is not bad for the students. Let me get this. It's not bad for the students to come in and put this together. And we were happy that they reached out to us to come and be a sponsor for this event. But, you know, it's a small crowd. But I tell you, these are the future. This is the place where all the future designers come to play and come to learn. And I tell you, if I had the cash, or my parents had the cash at the time when I was coming up, this is one of the places that I want to go to. But I had to learn on my own. I did. So I had to do some sketching on my own, and that's how I developed my car, the Stallion GT1. So let's see if I can get some interviews with some of these guys. All right, as we walk through, show the cars that are here. There's an old DeLorean over there. Can you see that right in front of us? Hey, so which one is yours? Car. The van? I like that. Okay. Mitsubishi. Okay. 4x4?
It's a 4x4.
You made it to 4x4? It came like that? Really? Folks, what's your name, man? Akishi? Yeah. Okay, and what area are you from? You from Pasadena?
No,
Really? So you brought that up from Japan? How long has it been in the States?
25. We export all the cars from almost 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So, if I wanted parts from Tokyo, can you get them for me?
Even more easier.
Oh, listen to this guy. He don't want to come in.
Internet, so just one click away.
Yeah, but I'm talking about with the heck of a discount. Come on.
Well, internet is cheaper.
Okay. All right. But I like the way you did that, the Mitsubishi though. Really nice.
It's very popular in Philippine community. Also, bank camper. People convert to the camper and travel, especially that the engine has a diesel.
It has diesel?
Yeah, diesel. 2.5 liter turbo diesel. So kind of people interesting.
Okay.
And the manufacturer made a highly cooled 4x4.
So I tell you, man, that's the first time I've ever seen one of those lifted like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. You did that?
Yeah.
You did the lifting yourself? No. Oh, the manufacturer did it.
It's the way it is. That's all. This is way it is. I don't put any lamp. I don't put any bar. It's just come from manufacturers like that. That's it. Skyler, grassless on the top.
So you did nothing but drive it.
Okay. Except the driving, yes.
Thank you, man. Right, we'll go back and look at it. We're talking about that Mitsubishi there, the four-wheel drive. You ever seen that? Let's walk over there real quick.
Just look at the interior.
Okay. He said, look at the interior. Look at that Porsche. Look at the twin turbos in that Porsche. Not bad. Okay. So this is the one that this gentleman we just talked with said, come and look at the interior. It's all factory. Not bad. You know what? I guess I can roll into it. I wouldn't mind going up into the mountain range and having all my camera equipment in. Not bad at all. Well, folks, you know what? We try to bring all this stuff to you and all the information that we think you might need for the day here at Gotcha Racing Live, Gotcha Racing TV. We're, as I said before, we're in the city of Pasadena, where we are at the Art Center of Design. And these guys are the future designers for the world. All comes here. And I see a fellow over there locking up his DeLorean. And don't know if I can get him. Maybe I can. Let's see if I can get him. I'll walk over there real quick. So be patient with me. Be patient as we walk through the sea of Porsches here. Okay. And that DeLorean right there. Oh, and it has a sticker on it. It looked like it's just it hasn't been touched, man. See if I can get this guy's attention. This guy right here. How you doing? Good. My name is Joe Britt, and I'm with Gotcha Racing Live. Currently, we're doing a live broadcast on 3 different stations for NBC.
Oh, boy.
I saw it. That's your DeLorean?
That is my DeLorean.
Can you give me 5 minutes with it?
Sure, absolutely. Let's go. How you find your day?
You know what? I don't complain. I woke up this morning, man.
You woke up this morning and you're surrounded by cars.
That's
huh?
right.
Life
That's right.
Be a lot worse,
That's right. So I see you still got your sticker in the window, man.
Well, this is actually it's a real sticker, but it's from a different car. But I kind of liked having some memorabilia, so I found it on eBay. I'm like, yeah, you know what? That'd be kind of fun. So I bought it and I bring it out the car shows.
How long have you had your DeLorean?
I got it for about 13, 14 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you pick it up at?
I found a guy in Orange County who, it's funny, so he is an older gentleman. He bought it without even test driving it. And when he drove it home, he realized that the clutch was too tough for him. So he kept it for a few years and finally decided that, it wasn't for him. So I bought it from him. It only had 19,000 miles on it. And now it has about 60 on it. So I do try to drive it.
So is she or is she not a trailer queen?
She is not a trailer queen. No. I try to get it out as much as possible. I mean, with these old cars, a couple things. One is that they don't do well if they're not driven. And, it's a car. It should be driven. It's fun. So, yeah.
I can understand that. And you have nostalgia here, man. This is a piece of Americana right here.
Kind of is, I guess. What's funny is that when I bought it, true story, I had no idea that Back to the Future was such a big movie. No idea. I loved it because of the way it looked. And then people started telling me, all the Back to the Future jokes and whatever. I realized, maybe I should watch the movie. Turned out to be a pretty good movie.
You telling me you didn't see it?
No, I saw it. Okay. I just didn't realize that it was such a cultural phenomenon. And I graduated from Art Center. I'm a car designer.
Really?
So I love the car for its design, and I didn't realize that its place in kind of pop culture. So yeah, who knew?
So you graduated from here?
Yeah. So actually, I always wanted to go to Art Center. Always found reasons not to go, and when I hit 45, I decided now or never. So I quit my job, I got into this place, and I graduated about a year and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are you doing now?
I'm doing the entrepreneurial thing. So Art Center was nice enough to bring me back to help me hatch a project, an electric vehicle charging system. So I put together a business plan and all that stuff, and I'm shopping that around. And in addition to that, I'm doing fine art as well. And unfortunately, all of my stuff fell off the walls a little earlier on. But
so, that's your art there?
Absolutely.
I might need you, man.
You might.
No, I'm not kidding you. Wow, these are nice.
Oh, well, thank you. So yeah,
wow.
Here in Southern California, I mean, just like today, you see so many beautiful old cars. It's almost like a sin not to come out and enjoy them. And I take pictures, and it helps me understand the designs. It helps me sort of celebrate the designs. And I started loving doing it.
Why don't you pick up your Bugatti and show the audience here? Folks, now this is computer driven or what?
Correct. So basically, I take photographs of car meets like this. Then I do sketches against them, and then these are done in Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, and there they are.
Dude, you got one hell of a talent, man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Man, one hell of a talent. That is a cool 356, dude.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Folks, let me see. Let's get that one because I can't bend this thing down. Can you get that one and put it up? Look at this, folks. Isn't that gorgeous?
Thank you so much.
I'll be doggone.
And you can see a little bit of my process here. So really, I kind of start out just being a blob, and slowly but surely, turn it into something a little bit more recognizable.
Okay, so you have to have these online somewhere, right?
Actually, I do. Absolutely.
Okay. So give us a website or directions on how to get and see your artwork that you do have.
Oh, sure. I'm at www.joffombao.com. That's GEOFFOMBAO.com. Or you can get me on Instagram, Joffman, GEOFFYMAN.
Okay. So for those of you that were sleeping when we started this, say that again, please.
My website is GEOFFOMBAO.com. Joffombao.com.
And Instagram?
Joffman, GEOFFYMAN.
Now, the reason why I had to do it twice, in media, it takes 3 times for people to get it.
Oh. Wow. All right. Well, I'm 2/3 of the way there, I guess, right?
But I'm going to need you, man. What about interior? You do that too?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've studied, in fact, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, you know what? I should have brought, I did a rendering of a 57 Tuscaloosa interior, but it just didn't make the cut for today. I didn't know I was going to be showing my art until a couple of days ago. So
I'm going to show you some designs that I brought with me for my car that I did.
Oh,
I created a car back in 2000, designed it on my kitchen table.
Really?
Fabricated it, finished it, metal fabrication work, chassis fabrication work, and fiberglassing. And then I took some trophies home and whatnot. I've been written up in European magazines and whatnot.
Very cool.
But I have my second design that I'm working on now that I'm really excited about it. I'm glad, this has led me to you.
Wow, well, cool.
No, it has. And we're going to talk.
Very
Folks,
cool.
we're going to prove some more. You don't go nowhere. You stay here.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm blocked in.
All right. Because I want to show you my sketches of the new. My car's called the Stallion GT1. Okay. And I got to show you my new sketches. And we'll talk. Dude, you are one heck of a designer, and we've got to talk.
Well, thank you.
I'm from the desert, man. I'm from San Bernardino.
Oh, nice.
Okay?
Nice.
And here I am talking. I've been asking the universe to send me someone. No, I'm not kidding you.
Wow.
I'm not kidding you. And I'm talking to you now. So
it turned out to be me.
Yeah, and it's not a coincidence that I'm talking to you. Okay.
Well, hey, nice chatting with you.
I'll be right back. All right. So, folks. Well, let me see what kind of time we got. We've been running miles. Joe, how are we looking on time? Okay, 5 minutes, or is it 5 seconds? Is it minutes or seconds, Joe?
You call that kind of poor.
Okay. Oh, you know what? You're a pain, dude. So, folks, I'm here in Pasadena, and you know what? I'm having a great time now, man. And I'm having a great time. Why am I having so much of a great time? I think I found a designer. I think I found a designer that could help me finish my project. You know, I did the front end, I did the back end, and I was going to debut it here, but I see how things are set up. The students are getting ready to do their thing. I don't know. I really like that book, but I think I just found a gold mine with this guy here. But, you know, it depends on his pricing, too, because he could be way out of price range, you know. These kids come from I like that, man.
Thanks, dude.
It reminds me of a movie that was it was a series that was on television a while back. Yeah. Is it? Okay. Now this is yours? Where you from?
Hollywood.
Okay. So how'd you get your hands on this one here?
Oh, I do movie cars. If anybody knows my series, it's all documentaries about movie cars. So I pretty much get first dibs on
really
cars from shows and movies.
Okay. So what did you have to do with this one? Or did you design it?
No, this one I just grabbed because it was available. It was super cheap. That's basically it.
Now
it's my daily driver. I drive around Hollywood every day.
Okay. Now you said you are into designing. You went to the college here?
No.
Okay. So what do you do for a living?
I'm a director.
Oh, just a freelance director?
Yeah, for commercials.
Okay. Well, good enough. What's your name?
Chris. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good enough, man. That caught my eye because I remember the series.
Yeah.
Totally cool.
You actually watched it?
Yeah, I did.
Nobody watched that show.
Really?
Yeah. I rarely find anybody that goes, "Oh, is that from Defiance?" No one ever says that.
When the people that were all bleached out came in, it started to go off the air. After that, remember that?
First season was all right, but then season 2 and 3 were really good.
Yeah. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. Well, thank you, man.
Yeah, dude.
Defiance. That's where it's from.
Yeah, Defiance.
And you're not going to wash it ever, right?
I wash it from time to time.
Really?
Yeah. Because after a while it gets grimy.
Okay.
And it's not good for the wrap because the shit's wrapped.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's wrapped. Okay. All right. Thank you, man. All right. Let's go over here, folks. Now, you know, I got all my cameras and everything over there sitting, and I hope nobody has sticky fingers, man. Okay. All right. So these are the students that are going to be competing. I guess my cameras are still there. These are students that are going to be competing for that. And I got about 3 minutes or so. You guys ready?
Hell yeah. Get ready for some fun.
Okay. So what have you come up with so far? Just your names?
We're starting. Oh, yeah, right. We're just starting on that.
Oh, professional guy here. Okay. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. So we're about almost out of time, folks. That's that Bronco that I heard. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so we're here. Let me get some light on me. Okay. You know, I really enjoy what I do. But you know what? I just might try to get one of these books here, man. That design book looks awfully nice, and I think I might have to become a student are an artist here. Competition starts at 1 o'clock, and I think I just might do it. I don't know. Okay. We're getting close to that time, and I appreciate you guys hanging with us. Go ahead. I appreciate you hanging with me. We're at the and we're in Pasadena. Well, let me get back to my station. Let's go this way.
I'm flying with Detroit. Oh, that's yours. Yeah.
Station over here. All right. You guys already saw the inside of McLaren. And I'm going to sit where I started. All right, so where am I at? I'm in Pasadena. I am at the sketch brawl. These guys are fighting for bragging rights. The students are fighting for bragging rights. Let me go down here. All right, take a sit down.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.
Your NBC Sports Radio update starts now.
NCAA tournament second round action. We're at the half in the Midwest region. The 2-seed Kentucky has a 28-26 lead over the 7-seed Wofford. Kentucky ending the half on a run coming from behind. Wofford was leading for the majority of that first half. Again, 28-26. The Wildcats lead the Terriers, and they're at the half. The winner of that game will take on the winner of Kansas and Auburn in the Midwest region. That game coming up 9:40 Eastern time tonight. What a finish.